Morning, everyone. So it keeps racing in my mind. The other day, um, I went out to my car and I noticed that there was a paint rub. So somebody's car door had hit my vehicle, and I was taken back a little bit by it, a little bit because it's a brand new car. We take really good care of it, and I mean, it's a couple years old, but it looks new still. And so I confronted a person about it yesterday, and she said, "Oh, nobody comes outside on that side, and she has children, and things happen. It's okay." But she didn't own it. So, um, and then all these other things started racing through my mind. When my daughter had her car for that first year, we had just bought it. It was her Spider, and I went up to my mailbox where I lived, and I parked, and there was a guy pulled up right next to me, and I opened the door, and it hit his passenger back door, and he was adamant about giving me for me to give him my insurance, and I'm like, why? There's nothing there. Like I don't. That's crazy. But he was real adamant. So my daughter, she told me to give it to him, so I gave him our insurance information, and I get a call about a month later from an insurance adjuster from our insurance company, or yeah, our insurance adjuster, and he was asking me questions, and he asked me, what door did you hit? And I said the back passenger door. And he goes, what do you mean? And I said, well, I took pictures even of his license plate. And he asked me to send it, so I sent it right away. And I told him what happened. And then he told me was the man was claiming was the driver's side, that there was a big dent on that side. And there were two pictures of that side. Um, and also, it was a totally different car. And then Spirit was showing me in the shower this morning about about he could have been involved in a hit and run, like he did it himself. There was a lot of different scenarios on why he would make a claim on a different car, even the make and model. I mean, it was a completely different car, and the guy got caught because that's a felony. He's going to jail. But if the insurance adjuster really did his job by searching for any hit and runs and things like that, they could find he might have been involved in something. And that can be in any scenario. So the other day, we were in this park, and I was barely backing up. We were in the right of way, and this guy hit me and at the corner of my vehicle, and he had all these dents on top of his vehicle. We filed a claim, and he said that he ran into us, and he did. But my daughter was like, "Did my car do all that damage?" Because we had none on ours, absolutely none. And he filed a claim, but he did admit it was his fault. But my daughter, so we sent all our pictures because there was no damage at all in our vehicle, and we were going under like 2 miles an hour. You have the zero, and I was upset about it because, and then I heard he needed money. Okay, but it had nothing to do with us, and it wouldn't have hurt our insurance. So I should sort that all up. And then he showed me again. And then one day I'm at a doctor's office. I'm at a doctor's office, and I was putting my grandson into his car seat, and the wind flung open my vehicle, had flung open the door, and I was like, oh, shoot. I was really bummed about it. And Father goes, go in and let her know. So I had to pull my grandson out, and I showed it to her. And I said, I'll give you my insurance, no problem. And she said, no, it's just the paint that came off. There's no dent in the door. But the accountability was well important to Father that I made sure I made it right. And then the other day, I'm pulling out, and somebody hit me in that same corner that the guy did. I always pull out very slowly because anybody could be walking by or racing by. I've gone to leave, and the guy came in and didn't even stop. shot right across from me, and the lady on the other side was like, "Can't believe that." The thing is that you think there's never a witness to what you do, but there is. There's always someone who sees you're bad. Um, but accountability is really important. And if you don't, have any accountability for anything that you do, then it is what it is. You're going to suffer the consequences. You make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. It's okay to make them, but you should own them. It's very important because if you don't own them, then nothing goes right for you. It took me years to learn that, and I learned it. And I also asked for all my karma to be done on this planet. It was very important because when I die, I want to go right to heaven. If I do or if I don't know. That's still a question, right? Because no one should. I don't feel guaranteed about any of that stuff, and I've talked about it in my past. Um, in my past, but so Father gave me Psalms 87, and he wants me to read it real quick. So I'll just read it. I'm reading it out of the new. Sorry, out of the uh, out of the message. Um, he found Zorin on the holy mountain, and oh, how God loves his home, loves it far better than all the homes of Jacob put together. God's hometown, oh, everyone there is talking about you. I name them off those among whom I'm famous. Egypt and Babylon, also Philistia, Philistia, even Tyre is Tyre, along with Cush. Words getting around, they point them out. This one was born again here. The words getting out on Zoe, men and women, right and left, get born again in her. God registers their names in his book. This one, and this one. Born again, right here. Singers and dancers give credit to Zoe. All my springs are in you. And that's Psalms 87. All right, peace. God bless.